If you needed proof that Nancy Pelosi is delusional about how people across America feel about Democrat politicians who've trashed the economy, caused inflation to skyrocket, caused grocery prices to soar, and caused the cost of energy and gasoline to go completely out of control, all you had to do was watch her on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
What an idiot.
Welcome to Political Pop Culture, where the important and the not-so-important issues of the day are broken down, discussed, and occasionally even mocked and ridiculed. I am your host, JP, and this is my take. Control comes and control goes, Colbert started off in his sit-down with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. What is your prediction for the election that's a little more than a month away?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that question because I believe that we will win hold the House. And we will hold the House by winning more seats.
What reality are you living in, Madam Speaker, that you think Democrats are going to hold the House? Historically speaking, a first-term president's party loses 27 seats on average in the midterm elections. In 2018, Donald Trump lost 40 seats. Barack Obama's first midterm saw Republicans gain 63 seats. While I don't expect Republicans to win in numbers like they did in 2010, make no mistake, they will gain enough seats to take the House. Bet on it. Never taking her finger off of the loony button, Pelosi went on to slander and defame former President Trump, saying,
In January 6th, you know what happened, an insurrection incited by the President of the United States on the U.S. Capitol, on our Constitution, on our democracy. Okay,
first of all, January 6th was not an insurrection. Just because you repeat a lie over and over and over again doesn't mean it's not a lie. Yes, stupid people will believe you. Yes, ignorant people will believe you. Yes, your base, who irrationally hate Donald Trump, will believe you. But the rational, sane, logical people in this country, whether they're Trump supporters or not, know how utterly full of crap you are. Second, January 6th is not an issue on voters' minds this election season. If you think January 6th is going to win you votes in November, you are out of your mind. You know who else is out of their mind? Anybody who doesn't like this video. Hey, seriously though, if you like the video, do me a favor, click on the like button and then hit subscribe and hit the notification bell too. That way, you'll be the first to know anytime we add new content just like this. You'll also be helping out the channel by letting the algorithm know to show this video to other people who might be interested in seeing it. Every little bit really does help, so thank you. Pelosi went on to talk about Roe versus Wade and how abortion is going to be such an important issue for voters in the midterms. As I've discussed in other videos, that's not as true as Democrats want to believe that it is. I am not saying there are not single-issue voters out there. I'm not saying there aren't voters who are going to come out just because they want to be able to slaughter the innocent at will. But those voters are not going to carry the day for Democrats in November. From one side of this country to the other, polls are showing that the most important issues to likely voters, and more importantly, to independent voters. And it's independent voters who are going to decide whether Republicans or Democrats are in control. The most important issues to independent voters are the economy, inflation, and crime. Abortion may be on the list, but it's way down the list. As Democratic strategist for Bill Clinton, James Carville, famously said, "It's the economy, stupid." As of today, we are 5 weeks away from the midterm elections. We're seeing Republicans make gains in races that nobody thought were going to be competitive. Races like I talked about last week in Washington State, where Republican challenger Tiffany Smiley is catching up to incumbent Senator Patty Murray. And everybody thought Murray was untouchable. I'm not saying that Democrats aren't going to hold a few seats that pundits thought were vulnerable. I'm also not saying that there's not going to be any surprises come election day. But I am saying that Nancy Pelosi and Democrats are going to lose the House. The Senate may be in play too, but the House is going red and there is no stopping it. That's my take. What's your take? You can let me know your take in the comments below. You can also let me know your take by joining the cult at Polpop Cult on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, and Truth Social. Thank you for listening.